Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel and a new video. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we are going to review the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer, which I was eyeing since the time it launched on Nykaa because I was seeing this product going viral over the internet. So I was really interested, and because concealers and foundation is my thing, I cannot have enough of them. So yes, this is my duty to say whether it is worth the money or not. So if you guys are interested to know my take on this concealer, then you'll have to stay tuned till the end of this video. Alright you guys, so as you can see, I have done my base makeup, like I've applied the foundation, I've done my brows and did a little bit of the eye makeup. So, and you can clearly see my under eye circles, which is screaming to me and telling me just hide it. I do not want to be visible. So that is what we are going to do today. But before that, I would like to say that I have used this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Stick Skin Finish Foundation. That is what I think it is. So yes, this is in the shade Toffee. Now because Huda Beauty complexion products oxidizes very badly, so I'm interested to know how this concealer will perform. Anyways, we will get into that in the later part of the video, but before that I would like to show you the outer packaging, which is a standard matte black packaging from Huda Beauty's end. You get 9 ml of quantity inside. Once I turn here, you can see that it gives you 14 hours of wear, and over here you get the complete ingredient list, and here you can see the direction to use, and on the sticker you can find the manufacturing and the expiry detail, and on the top you can find the shade name. So I have got the shade Toasted Almond, that is 5.3G. This particular concealer suits medium to tan skin tone with golden undertone. For checking whether it oxidizes or not, I have already swatched the concealer on the back of my hand, and it has been around half an hour since the concealer is on my hand, and it is completely dried out. It does not feel any tacky anymore. So we are going to check whether it oxidizes or not. But before that, I'm going to show you how the inner packaging looks like. I know you all must have seen it by now. So this is how it looks, and you can see it is written #Faux Filter Concealer, and I'm really interested to know how the wand looks like because this is the first impression. I have never seen the concealer in person. This is how the wand looks like. You can see it has got a little bit of curve on the tip, and it takes a lot of product. I will do a fresh swatch on the back of my hand just to see whether it has oxidized or not. So you can see it has clearly oxidized one shade light, one shade darker, because this is a fresh swatch, and it looks very brightening, and this because it has settled completely. I can see that it looks a lot of peachy in undertone rather than golden. Now that we have swatched a fresh one, it looks a lot golden than the earlier one. So yes, I'm a little bit confused how it will show up on my skin. Before we get into the demo, I am going to read out what it is, what this concealer is all about, what it claims to be. So I'm on Sephora website, and it is said to be a buildable creamy formula that you can build from a medium to a full coverage finish, and also it brightens and conceals your under eyes, and it is a long wearing crease proof formula. I am really interested to know whether it is actually a crease proof formula, because whatever concealer I use, whether if it is little bit thick, it just settles into my fine lines, as I've got plenty of fine lines under my eyes, and I do not like when it settles. It makes it look very bad. The key ingredient is vitamin E and sweet almond oil that is going to provide nourishment and condition the delicate under eye skin. Alright, so we are going to see that. So I'm going to dot the concealer over here and here. So I'll use a concealer brush to blend out the concealer under my eyes. So I'm using the e.l.f. concealer brush and I will just blend out the concealer nicely. Alright, so you can see this side and you can see this side. This side looks much brightened. This side has completely covered my under eye circles, and this side it is visible. So I'll use a sponge to blend out the concealer on the left hand side of my face, just to see how the sponge works with this concealer. The thing I'm noticing is that the brush gives you a maximum coverage than the sponge, because you can see there is little bit of darkness that is peeking through. So I would love to go with a little more quantity on the left hand side, and definitely it has no fragrance whatsoever. This is how the concealer looks once I've blended it out. I'll set the right hand side and I will leave the left hand side as it is. Just want to see whether it creases or not and how it looks after it is set. I would love to use the Rimmel Match Perfection Translucent Loose Powder. This is my go-to trusty dosti. Yes, I love this powder. So I'll take a very little amount and I am already seeing some settling into my fine lines. I will just come close and zoom you guys little close to show what I mean. So I'll just look up and you can see it has settled a little bit into my fine lines on the right hand side of my eyes. So I've set the right hand side and I'll leave the left hand side as it is. I'll not set the under eye area, but I'll set the rest of my face. I'll complete the rest of my face and be right back to tell you and give you my final thoughts, what I actually feel about this concealer. Alright you guys, so I'm back with my full face of makeup on and I'm ready with my final thoughts. First thing first, it is a very creamy formula. It does not feel heavy at all. Wherever I have used, like under my eyes and on the T-zone of my face, it does not feel anything heavy. It feels very hydrated, very lightweight. The other thing that I noticed, that if you keep this concealer a little long, for a minute or two, it just sets and leaves that patchy marks, which is very difficult to blend after that. And also because it is a self-setting kind of concealer which dries out pretty quick, so you will have to be little quick with your blending game. The next thing I would like to say, that if you want a full coverage, then either use your finger or your brush, because sponge side you saw that it gave me a very light to medium coverage and I had to layer it once more to get that full coverage. And still I love the right hand side more than the left hand side because I used my concealer brush, and this side of my eyes looks lot brightening awake than the left hand side. Coming on to the crease proof formula, the right hand side you have seen that I have set the under eye area and it did not settle into my fine lines, whereas on the left hand side it has settled into my fine lines. It creased, and I think you need to set it with a loose powder or your face powder. Let me just zoom you guys to show what I mean to say. This side of my under eye area, I have not set it with a powder, so you can clearly see it has settled into my fine lines. That is what I want to say, that it is not a complete crease proof formula. If you do not have any kind of fine line, then this will not settle into those lines. But if you powder your face very well, it is going to stay longer. Other than that, I would love to say that I really love the finish and the texture of this concealer. So according to me, this is not a must-have concealer because you can have other alternatives for this one. It is too pricey. I think it is about 2500, and you do not need a concealer that is going to give you same finish as the rest one. You can go for some affordable ones like e.l.f. or Nyx. It is going to give you the same finish, the same formulation, the same texture as this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. Now I feel that it gave me a soft matte kind of finish. But yes, it is not something that you need to have it. As I saw the hype behind this concealer, I really thought it is going to be something out of the world. But trust me, you guys, it is nothing extraordinary. It is nothing something you need to have it. I'm a content creator and I love reviewing new things in my channel, so that is why I felt the need of trying this concealer and sharing my thoughts with you guys what this concealer is all about. So I do not see the hype behind this concealer at all. I can see that it does the same job as my normal concealer that I have in my collection. And yes, so I don't think you need to spend your 2500 on a concealer. Better you can get something affordable that suits, that is of same finish. Alright you guys, so this is it for today's video. Hope you found the content helpful and informative, and if you like and enjoy such kind of review videos, all you have to do is like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button, that way you will be notified about my future uploads. You can also follow me on my social media handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Come and say hi, and I will see you soon with my next review video, which will be up very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.